baseball was supposed to be our third topic.
And we skipped over. Yeah, I know.
Well,
we skipped over the Knicks because the Knicks are terrible.
I was going to say, there's not much we can really talk about with the Knicks. If you want to briefly...
It's over. It's so over.
Can I just ask, why Tom Thibodeau is just so set in his ways with just having 3 guys or 4 guys off the bench?
No, not even 3 guys or 4 guys off the bench. He uses 2.
He used 3 yesterday.
No, I know. I know, but you'll see what happens when he gets to the playoffs.
I know. Yeah,
it may go down to six people in the rotation.
We got some Buffalo breaking news. The Bills are cutting Tre'Davious White and saving $10.2 million.
Because they started off the day $40 million over the salary cap. Then they cut Mitch Morse. They cut Jordan Poyer, Tre'Davious White. They've saved themselves $24.5 million already.
Who's in the secondary? DeMar Hamlin?
Yeah, actually, yes.
That's who
no, he's not
now.
even under contract. He's a free agent.
Where does he go?
No, Khair Elam.
Yeah,
their first round pick from a couple years ago out of Florida. They'll sign, what's it called? They still have Micah Hyde, so that's obviously a big piece. But they only were using one safety at the end of the year. They were having extra linebackers out there. Milano was in coverage all the time.
All right, well, let's. We don't have to go into the weeds of the Buffalo Bills secondary, but
if StatMuse was a person, that's how I feel sometimes. Just it's too much.
Hey, you want Jamal Adams back? Hey,
no, I'll pass.
You're pass.
I'm Prez. Let's just go over the Knicks very quickly because it's not. Tom Thibodeau isn't changing anything, right? It's no, Shake Milton's not going to play.
No, honestly, they said he's in spot starts, in spots he'll come in, which means that's what they told Malachi Flynn when he got here. Well, he was not in the rotation. So but if Brunson's out, as long as Brunson's out, he'll play.
Shake Milton was available yesterday.
He was available. You're right. Actually, he was. But he didn't play.
Exactly. Why not?
Because he probably doesn't know the system. He got signed less than 24 hours.
45 minutes to Miles McBride.
Deuce is good. I don't want to hear this.
Yes, he's good. 45 minutes. You finally have someone to replace him to give him some tiny bits of rest.
No, you're right. Deuce McBride 4 for 15 from the field yesterday. 3 for 10 from field.
Yeah, elite game from Deuce. That is a prime Landry Fields type game.
You know what?
Shooting splits 26 and 30.
Almost a double-double. 11 points, 9 assists.
Yeah, but he also played 45 minutes, so if you don't almost have a double-double, that's a problem.
His per 36s are probably...
If you would have said 9 rebounds, I would have been impressed, because he's small.
What'd you guys think of Precious Achiuwa and Bogdanovich yesterday?
No.
Bogdanovich got 30 minutes yesterday.
They didn't bring in Precious in the fourth quarter until there was 2 minutes left.
I know.
It was too late.
He was 7 for 8 from the field. He's
what are you doing,
Tibbs? Shooter on the team.
No, but Tibbs loves Alec Burks. Oh, boy. Alec Burks, my favorite.
That's another guy.
1 for 7 from three-point land.
The worst player on the roster, and it isn't even close, is Alec Burks.
Yeah. Well, all right. I think we've talked about the Knicks.
Yep, that's enough. Season's over.
But baseball, the season is just beginning. Obviously, we're in spring training. The Yankees, I think they were losing to the Rays.
They lost 4-3.
They did lose
4-3.
So,
but
doesn't matter.
No, hold on.
Rodon.
If you want to talk about the starters hitting, they did play well today. Glaber hit a home run. Rizzo had a couple hits. Soto had a hit. Carlos Narvaez had a home run. Not that he's going to make the team, I'm just saying. They scored on an error with Peraza.
What's Soto's average now?
700.
Okay, 700. Not as good as 800.
I know, right? He's terrible. He's only hitting 700 with a 255 OPS.
Should be doing better.
Trash.
Not worth the money.
I know.
Speaking of Juan Soto, though, Buster Olney of ESPN came out with a tweet today, and he was at Mets camp yesterday and said, quote, "The most interesting thing I heard, and it's not surprising, given that the Scherzer contract, among others, will melt off their payroll next winter, they fully intend to take a run at Juan Soto next winter."
I did see that, but I also saw, though, that if the Mets plan on extending Alonso to anything more than $25 million a year next year, plus just filling out a roster, because they have 11 guys going to free agency, so they have to fully fill out a team, too.
Speaking of
that would
rotation, too.
It would put them over what's it called, that 1.5 threshold of luxury tax. So you're basically paying 1.3 times whatever you pay to Soto. You have to pay to the MLB. So say they give him $700 million. Say he gets, they're really in total paying probably 1.5 $3 or $4 billion, which is kind of crazy to say.
No, it is, but for the richest owner in the game.
Yes, I completely get it. I'm not disagreeing with them at all on that. Oh my God, no way he just dropped that. Benintendi is so washed.
Yeah, again, let's just try and not to give play-by-play.
Well, no, if you saw what just happened,
it was high up. I thought it was going out. No, it dropped.
Literally, it hit him in the glove and it just fell out. Like this is prime Aaron Hicks. That's what it looks like.
Is everybody just watching this game?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Devin is just standing here
that was
staring
terrible.
at Bro, it's spring training. Who cares?
These are still the starters are still in. Like this is still baseball. Baseball's baseball.
10-7. Eloy hit a 2-run bomb.
All right, we don't care. But with this Soto thing, do you think the Mets are gonna outbid the Yankees at the end of the day?
I think the Yankees have to go on a long playoff run for him to fully be completely in on the Yankees.
But if they do go on that playoff run, if they let's say they lose in the ALCS to the Astros in 7 games again this year,
right?
They fall 1 game short of the World Series again. I feel like
7 games. It's pretty. Yeah,
we've done that. We've done that multiple times.
It's pretty ambitious, though. To go 7 games with the Astros.
We've done that before.
Again, but
and then Altuve with a swing and a drive, and the Astros are going to the World Series.
Yeah, but we're talking about this
that's
year.
What happened.
We're not talking about a few years ago. I'm talking about right now. Do you think this
last time we played the Astros in the series,
that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
We got no hit in Game 3.
The most recent example of you guys playing in the ALCS, you got swept.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. You want to see the most recent example? We actually swept the Astros in August last year.
Yes, because
we'll have an immediate reality check because we literally open up the season against the Astros in Houston. Like I'll know where we are right away. If we go into Houston and sweep them, like I'm gonna have so much confidence.
Yeah, but then it's the first series of the season.
You're right, but Yankees Astros doesn't matter when they play. Like I feel like both teams just don't like each other. Like,
no, it's true. There's
always
a rivalry,
intensity.
but. I think it's a lot different first series of the year versus the ALCS for the Astros. I think,
especially the first game of the year, though. I think it'll be something because they're going to be facing Garrett Cole, and every time Garrett Cole's faced them, he has just destroyed them since he's left. And they don't like Garrett Cole. So,
well, again, I don't really think it means that much when it comes down to where these teams will be at by September, October. It doesn't mean anything what they do on opening day.
But if it'll hurt. If say they go in, they lose the first 3 to Houston,
of course.
And they're going to be like, oh my God, we can never beat these guys.
They're in a long playoff run. They're thinking like
it's more
thinking back to the first series of the season, back when they played like.
It's more of just like a mental thing where it's like if they don't win these at least go 2 out of 3 in these first 3 games, it's just like they're going to go back to this like, we added Soto, we added Stroman, whatever, we added all these guys, but we still can't beat the Astros. And it's just like, I don't know, I feel like it's all in their heads.
And I think at the end of the day, in my head at least, I think that it's what chance do you give the Yankees over the Astros in a 7-game series as constructed right now?
With or without Verlander, because Verlander is hurt with a shoulder injury.
He's going to be bad.
No, yeah, but you don't know if he goes down because that shoulder's been bothering him for a while. So I could see just like a surgery and that's it.
I'm going to say with Justin Verlander.
Okay.
Yeah.
Currently with the rosters, it's probably Houston in 5.
Okay.
In 5. In a 7-game series?
The Yankees take 1 in New York.
It's a ton of confidence from Zach.
I mean, it's just the truth. Like,
I agree. I actually agree with you. I don't think it's probably. I think the Astros are still a better team.
The Yankees win a home game with Cole pitching, and that's probably it.
I say maybe get a little lucky, maybe go 6. Astros in 6, most likely.
Every time we play them in the ALCS, it seemingly goes to 7, and we lose in a heartbreaking way.
I think the addition of Verdugo, of Soto, adding these bats.
Not enough people are talking about Verdugo.
He's going to be a solid guy, and most likely sometimes either 7.
7 in the order. The way that the 1 through 7 lineup was today is how it's going to be in the regular season. So,
and maybe with the weight loss from Stanton, we see a completely brand new Stanton.
He looks worse.
He has looked terrible in spring training.
He looks sick.
But with
no, not even like how he looks, like
but he's also
physically how he's
terrible.
His defense looks a lot better, but offensively it's just like, oh my God. Because there's some of these balls where it's like old Stanton just like hits that ball 500 feet and then it's like, oh, it's all warning track power now. Like what is going on?
Right.
I've never seen that before, because usually when it's off stands bat, it doesn't even have to be hit that hard for it to leave.
Right.
Now it's like he's putting everything into it, and it's still not going out.
Maybe with the addition of Blake Snell, with the possibility.
With the addition of Blake Snell.
It's not happening.
There's no way. There's no way they're paying. So he wants $30 million a year. That's equivalent to $64 million the Yankees would have to pay. There's
If the Yankees don't
way.
pay him, who's paying him?
The
He's
Giants.
just going to save
the Giants. No, the
year.
Giants have a lot of money, and they need an ace.
Well, I got Matt Chapman on a pretty good deal.
They got a lot of guys in a good deal.
Yeah.
They lost a lot of money, but they also him and Logan Webb would be a really good top two.
Well, I think I just don't know what to say about the Yankees, in all honesty.
I mean, it's we're in the same spot we were in 17. We're in the same spot we were in 19.
And this is the all-in year. This is World Series or bust. This is, if nothing happens, then what's Boone's job security? What's Cashman's job security?
Boone's job is safe. Cashman's job,
Really?
yes, because Boone is a puppet. He doesn't make all these decisions.
No,
he
I
gets
know,
told.
but-
So they like someone who will listen to them.
Yeah, but I think Cashman is controlling the puppet. I think
Yes, that's why I
Steinbrenner
said
obviously,
Boone's
too.
job is safe and Cashman's job isn't.
No, I think it's vice versa. I think I think
No.
Boone is going to be used as a scapegoat.
I'm agreeing with
Okay,
that.
yes, I think that is knowing how it is, because Cashman's been the GM for 26 seasons now.
Yeah, what's the let's get rid of Cashman. Steinbrenner has to re-establish the entire organization.
Okay,
technically.
I agree with that, but at the same time, I think that his whole job depends on if they re-sign Soto, because he taxed the whole farm system of pitching.
Yeah.
For Juan, if they don't re-sign him, it is going to be a huge issue, and Cashman needs to be gone.
But if they're come September, they're fighting for a wild card spot.
But the thing is, I don't think that doesn't matter who the coach is, because no matter Cashman wants to be able to control it. They have Boone under contract. They're not going to fire him, because they still have to pay him.
They still have Cashman under contract though.
Yes, but the difference is that Cashman, they could just say, all right, go to send him to the sunset. He won't go anywhere. Boone's going to go right back to ESPN and be on the broadcast for Sunday Night Baseball, and it's
And I think
he wouldn't leave the world, if that makes sense.
No,
would
but I
still
don't think
deal with
Cashman
him.
would leave either.
I do. I don't think Cashman gets a TV job.
No, I don't think he gets a TV
No.
job. I think he gets a front office job if he leaves.
Yes, but I think
Elsewhere.
I'm really scared that Boston opening is where Cashman's going to go, and he's just going to taunt the Yankees. But Boston's also in shambles. Giolito, they think might need Tommy
Yeah.
John surgery.
Yeah,
Tore his
that's the
UCL.
UCL,
That
yeah.
basically locks up, though, Jordan Montgomery's going to end up with the Red Sox.
Yeah, which again, I mean, as a Mets fan, I would have liked to have Montgomery.
It would have been nice. It would have been nice. Now we're stuck with Minaya, Severino, Hauser. It's
Senga, so McGill,
and
Quintana.
McGill looked pretty good the
You have
other
Zach
day.
Short starting at
That's
second
really
base on
it.
opening day.
At
New
second
York's-
base. At second base,
McNeil's hurt.
isn't it? Yeah.
And Wendell's hurt also.
So it's not great.
Zach Short.
You start
It's gonna
off
be-
with
gonna be a great
the
season.
Mauricio injury, then you go to the Senga injury, and then you add on top of that with the mediocre offseason that we've had. And I know we've had to not spend as much money as we did in the last year after signing Scherzer and Verlander, but it's just
Everything comes off the
disappointing.
books this year, though.
It's just,
Even Pete, he might walk.
Yeah, that's
also scary.
the thing though. I feel like if Pete Alonso does go elsewhere, then the Mets just have Soto.
I actually agree.
Yeah.
With that. I actually agree with that.
So
Yes.
it's kind of like, okay, what would you rather want? Juan Soto, who's
plays all 162. It feels like every year.
But so does
all around
Pete- so does
player,
Pete, though.
younger.
Pete
Yeah.
plays every game pretty
Soto
much.
hits for a higher average. Like
No,
Soto's
I
just
know.
a way better.
Soto
player.
gets on base more. Yeah, obviously, and the defense
and
as well.
he's Lindor's boy too. So like there's that connection where it's like
Yeah, but remember last time we had Lindor's boy, thumbs down.
Javi Baez.
yeah, I do remember that actually.
But
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
no, it was. It was.
It was a fun time.
He got into fights with the crowd, like
Yeah.
insane. Or what was it? There was a game where it was like he didn't care at all. He like
Just didn't
the
swing.
fans were booing him, and no, like he like was playing shortstop and like fully didn't like even like go for a ground ball or something like that happened. And I remember like me laughing, and I think it was the funniest thing ever.
Well, thankfully, I think Lindor has kind of matured a bit. I think he understands what his
Are you
role
sure
is
he's not
here
going to
in New
go
York.
say there's a rat in the clubhouse and then go fight McNeil? Are
Again,
you sure it's not
this
going to happen
was,
again?
This is a couple years ago. I think he bought McNeil the car. I think they're good.
After a while.
No, I know. It was a
After
long time.
It took him more than a year to buy him that car.
No, it did. It was like the next offseason.
Yeah.
It was like, all right, here you go. You won a batting title last year.
Yeah, after he hit like
After he had a
230.
terrible
no,
year.
Not 230, like 270, but still, like,
Yeah.
it wasn't McNeil.
Well, you know what? It is, if he does come back, Jeff McNeil,
It is an even year, so he is on pace to have a good season.
He sure is. Maybe another
If he's
batting
healthy,
title.
because he already has a shoulder problem.
Good
Right.
year, bad year. Good
I don't
year,
think he
bad
could
year.
swing. That's the
People are saying that he hurt his shoulder playing golf in the offseason, and he came into
probably
camp with
did.
it.
Probably
He is.
did.
Jeff McNeil is a big golfer.
Yeah, I know, and that's why people are saying that he hurt his shoulder playing golf, and he
Might make
just was
sense.
too scared to say anything to the Mets until he actually got in games and started swinging, and he's like, oh my God, this hurts so badly, I can't play.
Well, that's some speculation.
Can you imagine he tore his
injuries,
rotator cuff playing golf, and he's out for the first 2 months of the season?
Well, we would have known that by now, I think.
The Mets are pretty good at hiding injuries.
We are.
That is
are.
a really good skill that the Mets have.
But then again, we know where Senga's at. We know he's not going to be.
You think you know where Senga's at,
No,
but
no, no,
have you
but they
actually
have-
seen him throw?
No, but that's the thing. Like Senga's not pitching for how long? For a
Okay,
set
they
amount of
said
time.
they're gonna reevaluate him in a month. It's been 2 weeks since he went down.
Right.
There is no way that he gets reevaluated in 2 weeks and is good to go to start pitching.
I don't think that's the case, but at least there's a date where they're going to evaluate him. With McNeil, it's
Yeah, but it's like the Knicks. The Knicks said they were going to evaluate OG after 3 weeks. It's been 2 months and they still haven't
No,
evaluated
he
him.
didn't. He get cleared for.
No, he got cleared for
Non-contact.
non-contact. So
Yeah.
he could what's it called?
He could dribble
and shoot. Yeah.
So that's a step though.
Yeah.
It's like a
You know what,
baseball
though, but,
player
like,
not throwing
yeah.
off of the mound. It's like he could throw, just not off the mound yet.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but
Speaking of
they
injuries,
haven't given
though-
anything with Randall. I'm so scared about that.
Yeah. Speaking of injuries, though, ESPN created this thing called the Injury Index. The aim is to look at how frequently teams have used the injured list over the past few seasons and estimate the production they have lost from players spending too much time in the trainer's room and not enough time on the field. They also applied their research to teams' current rosters to see who might be at the most risk of injury for the 2024 season. Taking the top spot, it's the New York Yankees.
I mean, I'm not surprised. We literally, last year, I think it was a stat where we used 47, 48 players in total.
Well, think about, Anthony Rizzo, that injury could have been totally avoided.
Yeah.
If they just...
Yeah. Well, no, he still did
checked
miss
out-
a lot of time,
just
though,
checked
anyways.
up on him.
No, they did. He passed multiple concussion tests at first. But then he was like, oh, wait, why do I wake up and I can't see? I'm blind. And they're like, oh.
Why is my reaction time worse than a sixth grader?
Yeah, and he's like,
And I'm
He
playing
was like,
first
why am I
base.
seeing... No, he said he went and he finally was like, I can't play anymore. He's like, when I saw 3 baseballs coming at me when I was hitting, I
It's
knew
like
I had a
LeBron
problem.
with the.
And
I
I saw 3 rims.
I saw
and
3
saw it.
rims. I shot the middle one.
Yeah, but, that should not...
I don't think it would work like that in baseball, though. I don't think you could swing at the middle one and just be like, oh, yeah, yep.
I don't...
Did I get contact?
I don't care how many concussion protocols he passed. If that was the case for Anthony Rizzo, somebody did not do their job correctly.
Well, yeah, the Yankees fired half their training staff this past year. They hired all new people, so...
They
I
fired the
just
hitting
don't.
coach halfway into the year.
Well,
Yeah, and they actually got better at hitting after
Yeah.
they fired
Yeah, right.
him. Yeah, look at DJ LeMahieu's numbers from the beginning of the year. He was 200.
Right.
End of the year, if you count just the last 2 months, he was an over 300 hitter in those 2 months. I mean, that equals 260, 270 on the season, but still.
Yeah, right. As long as you don't have a guy trying to change your ways, pretty much, because I think DJ LeMahieu, he's won a
Yeah,
batting
they try to make him
title.
a power hitter, and he's just not that.
Right. We do have a caller. We are about to get out of here, but very quickly, caller, you are now on the air. What you got for us?
Oh, hey, it's Peter Rowan. I'm just calling in from way out here in the West.
Oh, nice.
How's it going? What you got anything to say?
Well, I heard that they were going to do a program based on some of my music in a new book that a friend of mine wrote called.
I see. So you are here for
Mescalito
American
Riding
Hit
the
Radio?
White Horse. Yeah, I think so. It said 150.
It's coming up.
Yeah, we got
heard Cam in the background.
American Hit Radio coming up at 5. So we'll keep
Yep.
you on the line, but this is WHPC Sports Talk. But I guess is he entered to win the Islanders?
Give him
tickets?
put it in there. Well, he said he's on the West Coast, though, so it may
Oh,
be...
yeah, it's like Dave.
I was going to say, it may be kind of a
Wanna go to
struggle
Islander
just to
game?
come for a hockey game.
Yeah, so we definitely, I think we need a call screener. I think that's what we need
That
at
would be
WHPC.
awesome. That would be absolutely awesome.
We would need that. We did yeah, we did figure it out. It is for American Hit Radio. So you got a sneak peek of the next hour here on WHPC, Sports Talk. But we do have to get out of here, though, and make room for Tom and Heidi Ryan. So for Zach Spring and Devin O'Shea, it's Liam Flynn saying so long and thanking you for listening to Sports Talk every weekday afternoon at 4, Monday mornings at 9, and Tuesday nights at 11 on the Voice of Nassau Community College 90.3 WHPC.